ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने यो भवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः। प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावः दुग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरननदी कैवर्तकः केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलम् गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटम् नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितम् लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरहः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयात् भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपात्तमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततत्कथेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। Can repeat. विदुषः
विदुषः
त्यक्तैषणस्य
त्यक्तैषणस्य
स्थितप्रज्ञस्य
स्थितप्रज्ञस्य
यतेः एव मोक्षप्राप्तिः
यतेः एव मोक्षप्राप्तिः
न तु असन्न्यासिनः
न तु असन्न्यासिनः
कामकामिनः
कामकामिनः
इति एतम् अर्थं दृष्टान्तेन
दृष्टान्तेन
प्रतिपादयिष्यन् आह
प्रतिपादयिष्यन्नाह
आपूर्यमाणमचलप्रतिष्ठम्
आपूर्यमाणमचलप्रतिष्ठम्
समुद्रमापः प्रविशन्ति यद्वत्
समुद्र आपः प्रविशन्ति यद्वत्
तद्वत्कामायं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे
तद्वत्कामायं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे
न शान्तिमाप्नोति न कामकामी
शान्ति आप्नोति न कामकामी
Mute your mic. त्यक्तैषणस्य विदुषः स्थितप्रज्ञस्य यतिः एव मोक्षप्राप्तिः न तु असन्न्यासिनः कामकामिनः। Sannyasi is a person who is committed to Atmajnanam. So, sannyasi is antara sannyasi, the one who is not disturbed by any inflow of kama, the desires, or the objects, the Vishaya. He is free. He enjoys the freedom. He is free from desire, therefore he is free. Even though he has not taken sannyasa, but he is a sannyasi. Tasya eva moksha praptihi. Moksha praptihi. He alone can enjoy freedom. Natu asanyasinaha. Asanyasinaha is kamakaminaha. Not for the one who is kamakaminaha, who runs after the objects of desire. Kamam, kamayate. So, not for that person. Iti etam artam spashtikartum pratipadayishyam aga Bhagavan. Apuryamanam achala pratishtam, we have seen. Apuryamanam achala pratishtam, two adjectives are there for the samudra. Samudra has this two visheshana. Apuryamanam, it is complete. It is filled up. It is filled to the brim. Apuryamanam, completely puryamanam, filled with water. And there is continuous inflow of water. Still, it is achala pratishtam. It is achala pratishtam because there is continuous flow. It doesn't get changed. It doesn't change its place. It doesn't change its place. It doesn't change its nature. It is same. Achala pratishtam. The swabhava of samudram remains same. It doesn't change its place because of the flow of water. It remains as it is. Similarly, yam pravishanti, into whom the kama pravishanti. What will happen to all those kama? Shantim apnoti. All the kama, the objects enter in whom. What will happen to those? Or those the objects which can create desire in a normal person? What will happen to those objects when it enter the jnani? Shantim apnoti. Shantim apnoti means it gains shanti. It means it is specified. It doesn't make any dent. It doesn't make any dent in the person, in the jnani. So shantim apnoti na kamakami. Not for the one who is after the Vishaya. Atu kamakami. Not for the one who is desirous of acquiring objects. In him, these objects will create a lot of commotion, but not in the person, who has jnanam, that jnani. What will happen to those, the objects which enter? They are absorbed. They are absorbed and they will not make any chalanam in their buddhi. That is the meaning. You have seen. We are reading the Bhashyam now. We will continue. Apurya iti.
Apurya iti.
Apuryamanam.
Apuryamanam.
Bihi achala pratishtam.
Bihi achala pratishtam. Achalataya.
Pratishta avastitihi yasya.
Pratishta
avastitihi yasya.
Tam achala pratishtam samudram.
achala pratishtam
samudram.
आपः
आपः
सर्वतः गताः
सर्वतः गताः
प्रविशन्ति
प्रविशन्ति
स्वात्मस्थम् अविक्रियम् एव
स्वात्मस्थम् अविक्रियम् एव
सन्तं तद्यद्वत्
यद्वत्
तद्वत् कामाः
तद्वत् कामाः
विषयसन्निधौ अपि
सन्निधौ अपि
सर्वतः इच्छा विशेषाः
सर्वतः इच्छा
सर्वतः इच्छा विशेषाः
यं पुरुषं
पुरुषम्
समुद्रम् इव आपः अविकुर्वन्तः
समुद्रम् इव आपः अविकुर्वन्तः
प्रविशन्ति
प्रविशन्ति
सर्वे आत्मनि एव
सर्वे
आत्मनि एव
प्रलीयन्ते
प्रलीयन्ते
न स्वात्मवशं कुर्वन्ति
न
स्वात्मवशं कुर्वन्ति
सः शान्तिं मोक्षम् आप्नोति
सः शान्तिं मोक्षम् आप्नोति
न इतरः
न
न इतरः
कामकामी
कामकामी
काम्यन्ते इति कामाः विषयाः
काम्यन्ते इति कामाः विषयाः
तान् कामयितुं शीलं यस्य सः कामकामी
तान् कामयितुं शीलं यस्य सः कामकामी
नैव प्राप्नोति इत्यर्थः
नैव
प्राप्नोति
इत्यर्थः।
इत्यर्थः
आपूर्यमानं Please mute your mic. आपूर्यमानम् अद्भिः अचलप्रतिष्ठम् अद्भिः आपूर्यमानम् अद्भिः अचलप्रतिष्ठम् अचलतया प्रतिष्ठा अवस्थितिः यस्य तम् अचलप्रतिष्ठं समुद्रम् अद्भिः आपूर्यमानम् अप् धातु अप् शब्द अद्भिः तृतीया व्यक्ति अद्भिः वित् जलं जलेन आपूर्यमानं सम्पूर्यमानं धातु complete filled up जलेन with water filled up achala pratishtam there is no chala means there is no chalanam nischala sthitim achala pratishtam achalataya pratishta avastitihi the condition avastitihi achalataya pratishta that which remains the condition, the status is same. Achalataya, remaining unmoved, unchanging. Achalataya pratishta avasitihi yasya saha. Achala pratishtaha tam achala pratishtam. Achala pratishtaha qualifier to samudra. Somebody apuryamanaha. Samudraha apuryamanaha. It is Shans apuryamanaha samudraha apuryamanaha samudraha achala pratishtaha samudraha tam samudram apuryamanam achala pratishtam samudram apaha sarvataha gataha pravishanti the water sarvataha from all directions from all directions, gataha pravishanti. The water which moving from all direction enter this samudram. And samudram, it doesn't ask for water, but water comes because already it is filled. And because of the entry of water, it is doesn't get agitated, no chalanam, therefore achala pratishtam. So, apaha samudram pravishanti. The water approaches or enter the ocean. Then what happens to the ocean? Swatmastam santam. So because of the entry of water, the ocean doesn't give up its nature. It is swatmani tishtati. It remains in its nature. It doesn't give up its svabhava. It continues to enjoy its svabhava, not disturbed by the flow of water. Swatmastam avikriyam doesn't undergo any change. No vikriya. Avikriyam evam santam, being unmoved, being unchanging, remaining in its nature. Santam yatha, tad yadvat yatha. As the water, as because of the entry of the water, the ocean doesn't change its nature, doesn't give up its swarupa nature. Swasya atma rupam swasmin avikriyam eva, that which remains changeless. Yatha tadvat, yatha, in the same way. Tadvat tatha kamaha vishaya sannidau api sarvataha ichcha visheshaha yam purusham pravishanti. Yam purusham ichcha visheshaha yam purusham pravishanti. Kamaha, desires. Kamaha is ichcha visheshaha, varieties of desire. Kamaha is desire. The desires are the objects of desire. Ichcha visheshaha, variety of desires. Yam purusham pravishanti. Entering into the Purusha. Who is that Purusha? Here, Purusha is the Jnani. The desires enter the Jnani. And the desires are of two types. One is in general. One is binding desires, other one is non-binding. Binding and non-binding. Those desires are called binding, which when not fulfilled will make the person restless. Will make the person restless. They are binding desires. Non-binding desires are those which do not contribute to the happiness of the person, which doesn't add further happiness. So whether it is binding or non-binding desires, whatever may be, that will not create any disturbance in the jnani. So Vishaya Sannidhav api, even in the Sannidhi means proximity, the closeness, even in the close presence of the objects, sarvataha, from all sides, Vishaya Sannidhav api, sarvataha ichha visheshaha yam purusham pravishanti. All the objects of desires are around, and therefore the desires yam purusham pravishanti, the desires enter into the person. Then what does it cause? On whom it enters? The jnani. We are talking about jnani, Siddhaprajna. So yam purusham pravishanti, then what does it do? Samudram iva apaha avikurvantaha pravishanti. Water entering the ocean, and the ocean remains as it is. It doesn't change. It doesn't undergo any change. Avikurvantaha, as water enter the ocean without disturbing the ocean. Samudram iva apaha avikurvantaha. Without disturbing. Avikurvantaha. Avikurvantaha. Samudram iva apaha yata pravishanti tadvat सर्वतः इच्छा विशेषाः विषय सन्निधौ अपि यं पुरुषं प्रविशन्ति. Just as water enter the ocean without disturbing the ocean, similarly, surrounded by the objects, the desire for the objects entering into whom without disturbing, then what happens to those desires? Atmani eva praliyante. All the desires are resolved. They get resolved. In Atmani eva praliyante. Swatmavasham kurvanti. Na swatmavasham kurvanti. They, all the desires are dissolved. They do not, na swatmavasham kurvanti. The desires do not bring the person under its vasha, the control. Desires do not control the person. The desires do not control the jnani. They cannot take the jnani for a ride, but it can take ajnani for a ride. So the jnani is not carried away by any amount of desire entering into that person, entering into him. Why? Because he is already purnaha, already complete. Therefore, it doesn't seek or go after any objects of desire. It doesn't have desire for anything, doesn't desire for any objects. Therefore, any amount of entry of objects of desire will not create any disturbance. Therefore, avikurvantaha pravishanti, atmani praliyante, na swatmavasham kurvanti. What will happen to that then? Saha shantim moksham apnoti. Saha shantim moksham apnoti. Shantim apnoti. De apnoti. What? Shantim. Moksham. Saha shantim moksham apnoti. That person, he continues to be free. Shantim apnoti means saha. That let's say that the person saha moksham apnoti, he gains moksha. It means he continues to be free. That is how we have to take saha moksham apnoti. He continues to be free. He continues to be free. Moksham apnoti. Na itaraha, not the other person. Not the other person. Who is the other person? This kamakami. The kamakami, kamyante iti, the kamaha vishayaha, tan kamayitum shilam yasya. The one who has the natural tendency of desiring objects, that person is called kamakami. Kamayitum shilam yasya. Kamayitum shilam yasya. Towards what? Towards vishaya. That's why vishaya is called visinoti badnati iti vishayaha. Visinoti shunjadatu. We saw recently. Pustagana shunjadatu. Visinoti badnati. Vishayas, why they are called vishaya? Because it binds. So it binds a person. Who is that person? Kamakami. So therefore, this kamakami na apnoti, naiva apnoti. What? Shantim na apnoti. The person who has the natural disposition for the objects, that person is called a kamakami. That person shantim na apnoti. He doesn't gain shanti. He doesn't gain shanti ityartaha. That is the meaning. That is, the jnani is free from kama, free from desires. Therefore, no objects can really say over him. Jnani is free from clinging to the objects. Objects or persons is free. Therefore, Jivan eva saha muktaha. While living is free. So any amount of entry of objects that will not create any excitement in the person. His actions are also not controlled by desires. If at all, if he does action, not for gaining, not for fulfilling his desire, because he doesn't have desire. If at all he has desire, that is only for lokasangraha artham. It is for the lokasangraha. Whereas kamakami, it is for one's own fulfillment, one's own fulfillment of desire. Therefore, he never gains shanti. Iti comparing with the samudra. Comparing with the samudra, that is the drishtanta here. The two visheshana, the adjectives of the samudra is taken and is compared with the jnani, who also enjoys the same quality. So this is the meaning. Next one, next shloka we will read. Yasmat evam
यस्माद्
Yasmat
एवं
evam
tasmat
tasmat
vihaya kaman yas sarvan
vihaya kaman yas sarvan
umans charati nispragaha
puman charati nispraha
nirmamo nirahankaraha
nirmamo
निरहङ्कारः
sashantim adhigacchati.
सशान्तिम्
shantim
अधिगच्छति
adhigacchati
Vihaya kaman yas sarvan pumanscharati nispragaha nirmamo nirahankaraha sashantim adhigacchati. Chanting, chant like this. So, yasmat evam tasmat. Since this is so, therefore. Since this is so, what is since and what is therefore? Since this jnani, this taprajnaha eva shantim moksham apnoti, that is what Bhashikara in the Sangati to the previous shloka is said, expectation as tekeva mokshaha, moksha praptihi. So, therefore, not for the kamakami, therefore. So only for the person who is free from kama, who is free from any type of dependency, he alone gains moksha, he alone becomes free, not the one who is given to the desire for the objects. Therefore, that is so, therefore what? Vihaya kaman yaga sarvan kuman sharati nispragaha nirmamo nirahankaraha saha shantim adhigacchati. So, this shloka is the Upasamhara shloka. It started with Prajahati Yada Kaman, Prasata Prajna Lakshanam. It started with that shloka, Prajahati Yada Kaman. Started from that shloka onwards. Now, this shloka, that is 71. So, because Arjuna asked, Sataprajnasya ka bhasha, samadhistasya keshava iti. So, therefore, Bhagavan Krishna started from the 55th shloka. Now, the Upasamhara shloka, 71, the conclusion. There are 72 shlokas are there. Next shloka also is there, but this is the Upasamhara, the conclusion. Bhagavan is concluding the topic now. So, Kaman Vihaya Yaha Sarvan Kuman Sarvan Kaman Vihaya Nispragaha Nirmamaha Nirankaraha Charati Chardatu Charati Charati means he moves, he walks around, moves around. Paryatati, charati. Charati means moves. Here, since we are talking about a sannyasi, we can take it as a paryatati. He moves around. He's a wandering person. The sannyasi doesn't stay in one place. He doesn't stay in one place not more than 3 days. Doesn't take rickshaw from the same house not more than 3 times, 3 days. So is a moving person. So therefore, charati, yaha puman. Yaha puman, the puman is person. Pum shabda, puman, pumsa, pumsaha, puman. Referring to here, chitta prajnaha, the jnani, the sannyasi. Yaha puman, sarvan kaman vihaya. Hadatu, vihaya. Hohat, tyage. Dhatu is hohat, hadatu. So, tyage, giving up all the kama. Not that he deliberately gives up. All the kama drops from the person because of the jnanam. So, sarvan kaman vihaya, having given up. Here there is no deliberation. All the desires drops from the person. So, sarvan kaman, all the kama, the abhilashas, which is Tyaktva, having given up, yaha puman nisprigaha. Nisprigaha, there is no spriha. Spriha is anchoring, yearning. That is a restlessness. Restlessness because of longing. So nisprigaha. So nisprigaha is absence of longing. Spriga is longing. Nispriga, absence of, devoid of longing. So nisprigaha bhutva. Sarvan kaman vihaya tyaktva. Nisprigaha bhutva. Nirmamaha bhutva. There is no mamakara. Mama idam agam etesham iti. There is no mamakara. Nirmamaha bhutva. There is no mamakara. Nirgataha mamaha. Mamakara yasmat saha. Referring to the person. It's a Bhagavadigi samasa. That mamakara has gone from whom? Because of jnanam it has gone. Similarly, nisprigha. Nirgata sprigha yasmat. The sprigha, the desire which has gone from him. Similarly, nirgataha mamaha yasmat. Nirahankaraha also. Nirgataha agankaraha yasmat. Ahankara is this, the sense of I did this, I achieved that. Ahankara mamakara. These two indicate the abhimana with this one's shariram, mind, senses, and also with the people around. Connected through this, the people around. These two things. Mamakara, ahankara. These have gone away from whom? Referring to that person. So, saha, nispragaha nirmamaha nirahankaraha saha, sarvan kaman vigaya, having given up all the desires, what happens to him? Yaha charati, yaha puman charati, yaha puman paryatati, the one moves around, that is sannyasi. Saha, shantim adigachati. He gains shanti. He enjoys shanti. He gains means he enjoys. He enjoys shanti, continuous shanti. He enjoys shanti continuously. That is the meaning. Now we will read the Bhashyam. Vihaya iti.
Vihaya iti.
Vihaya.
Vihaya.
Parityajya.
Parityajya.
Kaman.
Kaman.
Yaha sannyasi puman.
Yaha sannyasi puman.
सर्वान् अशेषतः
सर्वान्
सर्वान्
अशेषतः
अशेषतः
कार्त्स्येन
कार्त्स्येन
चरति
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 ओके कार्त्स्येन कृत्स्नस्य भावः कार्त्स्न्यं तद्धित वर्ड so vihaya we as I said ha ho ha tyage ha dhatu with vi upasarga lep pratyaya vi ha lep sarvan kaman vihaya having given up all the kama it means he has grown out he has grown out he has outgrown from all the desires outgrown from all the desires this is one of the lakshana of the jnani is a matured grown up person because he is free from kama. The one who entertains kama is immature person, is not yet grown up. He still revels in playing with the, the objects, the limited things. Whereas for jnani, he has gained that gaining which nothing to be gained. So therefore, he is a person, is a person who has really outgrown, matured person. Saka paryatati charati jnani. This charati, the word is important. It is paryatati. Why? This it moves around because it moves around. Therefore, it doesn't cling to anything, any person or anything. The running water is pure. Similarly, this person who moves around, it doesn't cling to anything. Doesn't get attached to. Doesn't entertain any abhimana with anything. Therefore, is is free. He enjoys freedom. And also he is nispragaha. He doesn't have any spragha, the desire. Doesn't have what does he really want? Wants only bhiksha that he while moving around he gets. So as long as his prarabdha is there, he continues to live like this for the sake of maintaining this shariram, because shariram has got prarabdha, but he is free. Only shariram has to live because of prarabdha karma, it lives for the sake of sustaining that. He takes diksha and takes shelter under a tree. Nothing else is requires. Therefore, nispragaha. Therefore, doesn't have mamakara, no sense of that the minus, and no sense of ahankara. So, therefore, this person, vihaya, parityajya, having given up, having outgrown, that would be better, having grown up, outgrown, parityajya, because there is no deliberation involved. One cannot choose to give up the desires. The desires have to drop. The desires either drop by the analysis of the object, or the person has understood the limitation of the objects and he has outgrown. So vihaya, this jnani is outgrown. Therefore vihaya, what kaman, sarvan kaman, all the desires. Sarvan kaman. This Puman, Bhashyakara says sannyasi. Bhashyakara always says sannyasi. But we have to take sannyasi means he need not be a bhagya. He not have any back this sannyasa, external sannyasa, antara sannyasi you can take. The person is free. Even living a grahastha life is free. Antara sannyasa, not bahir sannyasa. Bahir sannyasa, antara bahir sannyasa, antara sannyasa. The person is the sannyasi, is free. So, antara sannyasi, living in the grahastha ashrama itself, is a sannyasi. Because he has all the qualities of a sannyasi. He remains undisturbed. Knowing that is prarabdha, because of prarabdha, he continues this life. Therefore, knowing that, not getting disturbed by anything, so charati, he lives. So, sarvan, yaha sannyasi, puman is the Bhashakara sannyasi, puman. Sarvan is everything. Asheshatah kartsnya, Bhashakara says. Asheshata, Shesha means that which is left over, Baki. Shesha is reminder. Asheshataha is nothing reminder. Nothing is left out completely. Asheshataha means completely. And kartsena, Krishnasya bhavaha, kartsniyam, completely, totally. So Asheshataha kartsniyena, that is sarvan. Nothing is left out, everything, every kama. Sarvan kaman vihaya charati. Jivana matra cheshta sheshaha. Jivana matra cheshta sheshaha paryatati. Because sannyasi, he has said, therefore he says paryatati. Paryatati, he moves around, wanders around. For what? Jivana matra cheshta sheshaha. Jivana matra for the is for the sustaining, for the sustenance of this body, for the sustenance of this life. Jivanam matra, jivanam eva jivana matra. So jivana matrasya cheshta. So the cheshta is activity is only for sustaining this life, because why the life should be sustained, because prarabdha is therefore his cheshta, his activities are only for this jivana matram. So jivana matra cheshta sheshaha charati, is being left with only the activity for sustaining the body. He moves around. So jivana matra cheshta sheshaha paryatati. So he is left with only the action which is for the sustaining the body. Therefore, he moves around for the just survival. For the survival, for survival is this prarabdha is therefore survival. Not that he has a desire even to survive. He cannot give up his sharira also deliberately. The sharira is there, therefore jivana matra cheshta sheshaha paryatati. He moves around just for sustaining this sharira, which is because of the prarabdha karma. The next line. Nispragaha Sharira Jivana Matre Api
Sharira matrepi
Nirgata Spragha Yasya Saha Nispragaha
nirgata spruha yasya saha nispruha
Nispragaha San
nispruha san
Sharira Jivana Matra Kshupta Parigrahe Api
निर्ममः शरीर जीवन मात्रा क्षिप्त परिग्रहेऽपि
Mama Idam Iti
मम इदम् इति
Abhiniveshavarjitaha
अभिनिवेशः वर्जितः
Nirahankaraha
निरहङ्कारः
Vidyavattvadi Nimitta Atma Sambhavana Ragitaha Ityartaha.
विद्यावद्वादि निमित्त आत्म संभावना रहित इत्यर्थः
So, Nisprigaha. Bhashyakara himself gives a Vigraha Vakya for this samasa, Bahurigi samasa, Nisprigaha, Nirgata Spriga Yasya. Saha Nisprigaha, Spriga, the longing, the craving which has gone from whom? That person. He had, now he is free from that. Therefore, gone away from that person. When he was a samsari, ajnani, that time spriha was there. But now, in the wake of jnanam, when he becomes a jnani, then the spriha leaves the person. Therefore, nirgata spriha, yasya. Saha, referring to that person, is sprigaha. Spriga is strilinga. Nisprigaha is pullinga because we are talking about the sannyasi, the person which is pullinga. Not the person is pullinga, the shabda is pullinga. Therefore, nisprigaha. So, when a word changes its gender, then it could be, not it could be, it should be Bahuvrigi samasa. So, nisprigaha. Saha Purushaha Puman Nisprigaha Bhutva Nisprigaha San, being free from the longing for the objects, being free from desires. Sharira Jivana Matre Api. Even with regard to the Jivana, the Sharira Jivana, for the maintenance of this body, even with regard to maintenance of the body, is free from that worry also. Even with regard to the maintenance of the body, it doesn't have craving. It doesn't have pressure to maintain the body. The body is there, it continues. Because Jivaneva Sahamuktaha, the body is gone, then also he is free only. With body or without body, he continues to be free. So, because the body is there because of Prarabdha Vasha, therefore, but doesn't mean he has got his priha for the maintenance of the body. Jivana Matre Api, even with regard to the survival or the sustenance of this sharira, is free. So nisprigaha, then nirmamaha, mamatva varjitaha. Nirmamaha is that mamakara is free from the mamatva, from the notion of mindness. The mindness is a notion. It is not real. It is a notion. What is really me? Anything you call it as me or my. If it's other than Atma, it doesn't really point to anything, because everything can be divided into its components. So there is nothing really speaking which is me or mine with regard to anatma, because anatma is put together. So therefore, mamatva varjitaha, freedom from the notion of mindness. The mindness is a notion. What is that? Mama idam iti abhinivesha varjitaha, is free from the abhinivesha, from the identification. Abhinivesha varjitaha mama idam iti. This is mine. Iti, this is mine. Iti, from that notion is free. Abhinivesha varjitaha is free from the notion of the idea that this is mine. There is no such idea in that person. Therefore, nirmamaha. Jivana matra, sharira jivana matra kshipta parigraha api. Even with regard to sharira jivana matra kshipta parigraha api. Even with regard to parigraha is what you have, what you possess, even with regard to that, and that what you possess, that is required for the survival of the body, survival of this life. Even with regard to that, it doesn't have mamakara. even with regard to the minimal possessions, if at all, if it is there, minimal possessions that is required for the survival of the body, even with regard to that, he doesn't have mamakara. He doesn't have mamakara. He doesn't have mamakara with regard to his bhiksha patram. Bhiksha patram is required for collecting the bhiksha. Even with regard to the bhiksha patram, he doesn't have mamakara. That is the only thing he has, the bhiksha patra and a cloth on his covering his body. It's a torn cloth. Even with regard to that, it doesn't have mamakara. This is mine. One is bhiksha patram, other one is this torn kashaya vastram. Even with regard to that, it doesn't have mamakara. Therefore, he is free. Iti abhinivesha varjitaha san nirahankaraha. Ahankara not there. Ahankara manifests in so many ways. Ahankara can come with regard to the abhimana with the body, abhimana with what? With the mind, abhimana with what one has gained, or abhimana with regard to the qualities what one enjoy, abhimana with regard to the qualification, the education, the family status. All this can be the cause for ahankara. Vidya also can become the cause for ahankara, the knowledge. Knowledge means not that paravidya, that is any knowledge. The knowledge with regard to the aparavidya, the knowledge. He has learned, he has studied the shastram, he has studied all the darshana, he has studied all the purana. So that I have knowledge, that also is, maybe that also can become the cause for ahankara. So therefore Bhashyakara says Vidyavattvadi nimitta. Vidyavattam is that the scholarship. Vidyavattam is this scholarship. Vidyavattvadi, Adi Padat, you have to bring in other things. Even with regard to the scholarship, the money, the family, the status, the recognition, whatever is there, Adi, everything. Tad nimitta atma sambhavana ragitaha ityartaha. Tad nimitta, tannimitta, caused by this Vidyavattvadi, Atma Sambhavana Ragitaha is free from Atma Sambhavana. Atma Sambhavana is this pride. Atma Sambhavana is the pride of oneself. Atma Sambhavana Ragitaha free from Atma Sambhavana, is free from this self pride, is free from the pride, is free from pride caused by nimitta, caused by Vidyavattvadi. Vidya, that is this scholarship, Vidyavatvam, etc. Free from such thing. Therefore, Atma Sambhavana Rahitaha. So, Vidyavat is Vidya Yasya Asti. That's called Vidyavat. Tasya Bhavaha Vidyavatvam. Adi Padat, you have to bring in other thing. Whatever can boost one's ahankara, everything. So that, because of that, one has Atma Sambhavana, the pride, is free from that. The jnani is free from that. Therefore, Atma Sambhavana Rahitaha Ityartaha. All the Atma Sambhavana, even though if he has, what happens to that? Everything is resolved in this jnana. Everything is consumed by this jnana. So jnane, everything is jnane praliyate. Next line. Saha evam bhutaha stita prajnaha brahmavit shantim
शान्तिं
सर्व संसार दुःख उपरम लक्षणाम्
सर्वसंसारदुःखपरमलक्षणाम्
निर्वाणाख्याम्
निर्वाणाख्याम्
अधिगच्छति प्राप्नोति
अधिगच्छति प्राप्नोति
ब्रह्मभूतः भवति इत्यर्थः।
ब्रह्मभूतः भवति इत्यर्थः।
एवं भूतः सः, the person of this type, this nature, this kind, एवं भूतः सः कः सितप्रज्ञः, सितप्रज्ञः सिता प्रज्ञा यस्य सः सितप्रज्ञः, who is that? ब्रह्मवित्, ब्रह्मवेति इति ब्रह्मवित्, the knower of ब्रह्म आत्मा, so सितप्रज्ञः शान्तिम् अधिगच्छति, he gains shanti. Shanti is moksha. How you know it is moksha? Vashakara says shanti implies moksha. Where shanti is, the person is free. The person is free. When the person is happy, the person has enjoyed shanti, it means the person is free. Even in the samsara, the person is relatively free. If he enjoys shanti, if he enjoys happiness, he is relatively free. But he enjoys absolute shanti, moksha, therefore moksha. Nirvanakyam, that is called, the shanti is called by the name akya, called by the name what? Nirvana. Nirvana. Sarva samsara dukkha uparama lakshana. Sarva samsara is dukkha. Samsaram, samsara sagaram, samsara is dukkha. Samsara is dukkha. This sarva samsara dukkha uparama lakshana. This uparama is stoppage. Stoppage, stopping, pausing, or cessation. Cessation is right. Cessation of dukkha. Dukkha, cessation of dukkha, the misery of sarva samsara, misery of sarva dukkha, misery of free from the uparama, cessation of the dukkham of samsara. So sarva samsara dukkha uparama lakshana, that is nirvana, which is characterized by the stoppage, the cessation of dukkha, all dukkhas of the samsara, caused by samsara. So this dukkha is caused by samsara. So this nirvana, this shanti is characterized by the stoppage of all miseries of samsara. So he is free from the miseries of samsara. Therefore, shantim adhigacchati prapnoti. So he gains that shanti. So therefore, nirvanakyam shantim adhigacchati. Okay. This nirvana is a nice word. It is from the dhatu, va dhatu. Va dhatu is used in the sense of gati bandhana yogo, va dhatu. Gati bandhana. Gati is movement, bandhana is bondage. So gati bandhana, nirvana is a state, the condition where the traveling is not there. Traveling is traveling from one janma to another janma. Punarjanma is not there. Free from punarjanma, that is called nirvana. Therefore, bandhana not there. There is no bandhana. Therefore, gati bandhana yoga with nir upasarga, va meaning gati bandhana. Gati is movement, bandhana is bondage. With nir upasarga, referring to the person. This person is free from movement. Movement is free from janma, moving from one janma to another janma. and therefore bandhana also is not there. So nirgatam vanam, gamanam, bandhanam, yasmat tat nirvana, that is the word nirvana. So moksha is, this shanti is nirvana, this moksha is nirvana. Nirvana means is free from janma, taking another janma, punarjanma na vidyate. So therefore shantim apnoti adhigacchati. He gains shanti, the moksha, which is called nirvana. Brahmabhutaha bhavati ityartaha. Brahmabhutaha being one with Brahma. Being one with Brahma. Brahmabhutaha. Brahma bhutaha is Brahmatvam. Brahmatvam praptaha. Brahmabhutaha is not Brahma bhavati. Brahmabhutaha bhavati means not that he becomes Brahma. He recognizes himself to be that which is free from any limitation. What is that? Brahma. Agam Brahma iti jnatva brahmabhutaha brahmatvam praptaha. He attains the status of brahmatvam. Attaining is also recognizing. Brahmatvam is recognizing the status of Brahma. Agam Brahma asmi iti mama swarupam brahma swarupam iti jnatva shantim adhigacchati. So he gains shanti, he gains peace, he gains moksha, he gains nirvana. So therefore he is muktaha, jivaneva muktaha. While living he is free. While living he is free. He is nitya muktaha. He is nitya muktaha. While living is free, and after the giving up this shariram also is free. Therefore he is nitya muktaha. He was never bound and he will never be bound, because all the wrong notions have gone away from that person. Therefore he enjoys his swarupa, the status of being Brahma, Brahmabhutaha bhavati ityartaha. That is shanti madhigacchati is Brahmabhutaha bhavati ityartaha. Then the next shloka we will read and we will can see the meaning and the bhashyam in the next class. The last shloka, next one. Saisha jnananishtastu yate.
Saisha
jnananishta tuyate.
Esha brahme sthitih partha.
Esha
brahmi sthiti partha.
Nainam prapya vimuhyati.
Nenam prapya vimuhyati.
Titva syamantakaalepi.
Syamantakaalepi.
Brahmanirvanam ricchati.
Brahmanirvanam gacchati.
Here Bhagavan Krishna uses the word nirvana. The same word Bhashyakara also uses. The previous commentary. Nirvana kyam. Brahma, which is moksha swarup, which is moksha. Therefore, nirvana kyam Brahma shantim adhigacchati. Brahma nirvanam richati. Richati is prapnoti, adhigacchati. That's why Bhashyakara also uses the word nirvana kyam, nirvana. So we stop here. We'll see the meaning of this shloka in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanta Shanta Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
धन्यवाद जी.
धन्यवाद गुरुजी.
धन्यवाद.
धन्यवाद जी.
धन्यवाद गुरुजी.
धन्यवाद.